You know what time it is. You know where you're at. It's Tuesday, the 11th. It's that time. Oh boy, what a show we're gonna have tonight. Yes, ready for my lobotomy, I see. We got one ready. Let's get ready to say hello to everyone. Oh, what are we doing here? No camera? Oh no. It does this every so often. What is this? Oh, that's right. I had to come into reality. I forgot. Oh boy, isn't it something to be just a glitch in human form? Isn't that right? Yes, he's happy. Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to another episode of Art with Mad Mel. And today we are going to be doing something a tad bit different. I hope you enjoyed the song starting up. It was a little different than what we normally go to. But you know what? Still, you got to get that one in. You think I'm going to let you just slide by and not have this? But anyways, today is Tuesday, and you know what that is. Digital art. And guess what we're going to be doing? Oh, he says that he's been pleased with you guys. He's been very pleased with hearing you guys on the chat and seeing you. He even says he wants to wave hello. But enough of him. We're going to be doing Cowboys, Robot, Western, a new coloring book. Since I'm going to be putting those on the Etsy store. And by the way, I have one up. And I know that you guys saw the survey that I put up. And I thank you so very much for taking a look at that. Yes, Etsy wants to be a naughty ass. And doesn't want me to play ball the way I want to play ball. They keep telling me I can't do what I want to do. I got to do it the way they want me to do it. Do you think that I'm really going to play by their rules? Of course not. So that's the reason why I asked you guys, what would you be comfortable with? Buying one book for $26, two for 50 something, or three with free shipping for 40 something bucks. Granted, I don't want to charge you that much, but I got to play their game. So what do I do with that, right? But anyways, the new book is going to be Cowboys. Like this. Look at that. This is what we did Sunday. Ba-da-ba-da. And I thought, why not do more of those cowboy western robots? But we're going to do the cover today. That's what we're going to do. So, let me go on ahead and get the Mad Man's soundtrack. Thank you very much for being there, Angela. And whoever else was here as well. Thank you for popping in. Yes, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up on the content as we go through it, if you enjoy it. So, here's a question for the crew. For the bad ones tonight, do you want to listen to dismal music that I've made? Do you want to keep playing the techno? Do you want me to play something different? Not very much, because of course you know how that goes with the whole copyright infringement mess. So, we all know how that works. But, if you would like, we can do something. Look at that quick flick of the wrist. We can do something a little bit different. Ooh, more of the same. Okay, you like the techno. I guess we'll stick with that. I guess we could stick with that. We're gonna go full on Yeah. I'm going to get the whole roster up. We'll just grab that whole folder. Where's the folder at? Where's the show at? Where's the party? Oh, look who's creeping in. You got somebody in here. We'll hit play all. There we go. We'll do this. We'll just start it up and just let it run, right? Like we normally do. So, we got the spin wheel, and I got my dinner. What am I eating? What is the madman eating? I'm eating chicken and rice with some soy sauce and yum yum sauce. And I'm drinking something in there, but you know what time it is. It's time for this sucker. It don't matter. Spin to win, baby. But while it spins, we're going to go to the screen and see what's happening. The Mean Machine. So what are we going to be talking about today? Well, since we have the guest here, speak up and say hello, why don't you?
Greetings, everyone.
Ah, did you hear that?
Welcome to the Mad Mel show,
Oh, look at that.
where it's nothing but madness.
Craziness and madness. That's it. Yes, we have Demetria here paying a visit. This has been a fun time since she's been here. We have had a lot of fun in here. We have had a lot of fun just hanging out. It's been a good experience. So, what we're gonna do today? Hey, Skull, how you doing? Welcome. We're gonna get this. We're gonna go on ahead and do this cover. We're gonna do the cover, and like I said, it's gonna be a robotic cowboy. So we gotta make this cover look cool, right? So it's not gonna be the same old, but we are gonna get a nice little pose because I want it to look nice. I want it to be something that really speaks rodeo, but no funny business like a clown. So yeah, anyways, I hope everybody's doing well this week. I hope everybody's having a good day, good time. Everybody's feeling all right. You know, sometimes I know sometimes you can feel a little rough, especially beginning of the week. You know, but I'll just talk about myself a little bit here. You know, I had a good turnout at the Pride Fest. Yeah, you know, I got myself a little gassed up, but you know, I'm being transparent with everyone. I thought, you know, it was a good situation, but you know, I was feeling a little bummed for a moment, but then I got right. You know, Demetria and the Duchess were helping. Let's see. Should record her saying that for your opening. I actually might before she goes home. I might do that. Well, I'm trying to find a sitting position. I had one. I had a sitting position before. Ah, here it is. This is what we're going to do. We're going to set him up. And this is going to be an awesome setup right here, right? I'm going to set him right there. And we're going to make this look really cool. So, I hope you guys are ready, because we're going to have ourselves a rootin' tootin' good time. But anyways, yeah, we had a lot of fun there. It was a nice experience. Definitely tired. I've been exhausted for a few days. But couldn't have asked for a better situation. Couldn't have asked for a better time. I will say, though, that I have a very large inventory for the next time that we have another event of any sort. So I'm happy about that. Went a little wild. Got 68 paintings done. And, you know, the interesting thing about all that is now... No, I'm not going to do the ear. Remember, he's a bot. He don't have ears. You know, but the cool part about all that is it was a great experience. It was a great experience, definitely. That's what I could say. And I'm going to turn this down because, you know, always the mic is always a little bit more... I can't ever get the volume right. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, whatever. But it was a great experience, I can say. And it was nice spending time with the Duchess and Demetria. We had a great time, and, you know, couldn't have asked for a better time. Now, since I got a little taste, now I'm just ready for the next step, the next phase, moving forward, going to other events and other places. And I got my books on sale on the Etsy store, at least one, if you guys haven't seen it. But guess what? I'll just pin it right here. Why not, right? Pin it. You guys can take a look. Go look at it if you don't mind, taking a brief moment. Let's see here if I can find where I put it. I have so many things up. There it is. There you go. Let's give that a nice old copy and paste here. Let's give that a paste. And then we'll pop that up, right? There we go. And if I can get those 3 dots to pop up on the side wherever this little emoji thing is at. So silly. I gotta do this just so I can get it to go up one so I can edit this. How dumb. So silly. Technology, man. Pin. There it is. Boom. There's the Etsy store right there. You want to take a look, see what I got up there, go take a look. I got more books coming tomorrow. Got a little video on it. You can see what's going on if you want to get one. So what are we going to talk about today? What do you want to talk about today, Dimitri? And what are we going to talk about? What are we going to get the mad ones talking about tonight? Yeah, tonight. Trying to think. I know I got the spin wheel. Let's spin it. Let's see what we got. Right? Let's see what we land on. What are we landing on? History. Okay. History. Let's see. Do you have a historical fact that you could tell us?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah. I think the most fun historical fact was when I got to meet Riri, Aretha Franklin.
Ah.
And it was what's the guy's name? The Soft Eyes. Smokey Robinson.
Wow. So you got to meet Aretha Franklin and Smokey Robinson. That's cool.
Marvin Gaye was there.
And Marvin Gaye was there when he was still alive. Well, I know you don't want to be seen, but you might have to move closer so they can hear you. Unless if you don't want to, then that's fine too. Sit right there. She's going to get close, but she doesn't want to be seen on camera, so I'm going to respect that, right? But this way you guys can hear her when she talks, because I figured that would be nice. Whenever I have a guest on, I want to do that. Unless they want to be seen, then they can be seen. But I don't want to just be a bombarder and be like, get on here, and you got to be seen.
Okay.
There you are.
Can you hear me now?
Let's see. Let's see if you're coming up.
Okay.
All right, go on and say something.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Speak up louder. You gotta talk louder. Talk like you're yelling at those people that were in the hallway earlier, like the man that was at the water fountain that was trying to chew on the plaster. Talk to him like you were talking to that man. He was getting ready.
Get your butt off of that.
Yeah, like that. Just like that.
Okay, we're gonna talk about history. You wanna know what I've done amazing in my history, right? My life history.
Yeah, we can say what have you done amazing if you've seen.
I was in Detroit, Michigan, visiting.
Okay.
I was staying with Aunt Dorothy, and some cousins came over, and we went to this building. Well, it was a house like Hitsville, USA. I didn't know what it was.
Okay.
And we got with this lady, and we were calling her Aunt Riri, and we went to her house, and there, I didn't know who she was. I know she was related, but I saw Smokey Robinson. I didn't know who he was.
Oh.
I saw Marvin Gaye, and he was partying too hard, and I didn't know who they were until I saw them on TV one day.
No joke.
Yeah, I saw them on a midnight special.
Oh, that old show.
Yeah, and I'm like, why is Riri on there? And Mama told me, she said she's a performer. And then I understood her house had all these records and recording and people there. And I saw Smokey Robinson once. He smells so good. I never get on his hands with like cotton. But you know, when you see these people in a home setting,
Yeah, they're just like regular
they're
people.
regular people.
Yeah,
But-
that's the funny thing about celebrities and things
When
like
you
that.
See them out, you know, everybody's going crazy over me. Thinking, like, why? You know, what is that about?
Right.
But I guess in my life history, I've been around a lot of famous people. You know, with my dad driving from Johnny Cash, you know, and I've seen a lot of famous people.
Yeah,
And
that's
they're
true. He
just
did.
like regular people. You know, it's the other people that get excited. And some people say, oh, I don't like them because they got the big head, whatever.
Right.
No, it's because society put them on that pedestal. Example, Reba McEntire. I met her, talked with her, and I was kind of awestruck with her.
Uh-huh.
But she was nothing like I saw on TV. She's a very petite lady, short, petite, little shoes, little feet, because I was trying to stuff my size 8 foot in a size 6 foot.
Interesting.
But I mean, some people, to me, that was an amazing part of history, that my family afforded me to be able to maneuver around people like that.
That's really cool. Because some people don't have that
You
experience.
know, Muhammad Ali, you know.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
that's
right
right.
across, you know, I could see him sometimes, especially his mother, but she was good friends with Aunt Gertie. And, but, you know, being around family that know people, that take you around people, that's not a blessing for me.
That's really awesome.
Yeah. Also taught me not to be so awestruck around them. you know.
Yeah, because they're just normal people
They're
like
normal
you and
people.
me.
And they just want respect. And sometimes they resent people worshiping them like that. Some people resent that, you know.
I could see that.
I could. I'm glad I don't have to live that long. Being
Well.
famous, it cuts a lot of regular things out of your life.
Yeah, that's the one thing I know without a shadow of a doubt I'm going to have success with my art. That's not anything. I'm not being cocky. I'm not being an asshole. It's just the truth. It's just like we know that the sun's rising and setting. I just know it. But the one thing I will tell the mad ones and you as well, being a mad one, is I'm not for it for the fame. I could care less about it. Like the Joker, I'll burn money because it don't matter to me. The only reason why I even have it is because it's a necessity to live a little bit better. But it ain't nothing that I absolutely need. And the love of it makes me absolutely sick. But I will say this, though. I just want to live comfortably. And, you know, the fame and fortune has never really been the big thing. I would rather be... And this is hard to say for some people. I would rather be myself, be wealthy and not famous. Known but not famous, instead of being famous and wealthy and never live my life normally. I want to be worth $1 billion and be able to walk into Kroger or BJ's or go to a Wawa or go to any place and you wouldn't know me from Tom, Dick, or Harry. And the fact of the matter is I'm a billionaire and you have no idea. But when I put the outfit on, right? Then you know who I am. That's how I want it. I don't want anybody knowing who I am until then. It's like the Clark Kent effect. I like that. Or Bruce Wayne, you know. I'm a normal person until I put the bullshit on. You know? So, yeah, I guess history-wise, I will say this. History aspect of things, I found out that on top of that, having people, you know, like not just famous people or even people who are, you know, artists or anything like that, you know, there's a lot of things that we lose to history. I will say that probably the thing to me in history that I find amazing is like the story of Atlantis and the Library of Alexandria. Those are two things that that's always intrigued me, because both of which vanished off the face of the planet without a sign. You know?
They say now they found Atlantis.
Yeah, well, they found the area, but they didn't find it. And that's the thing, like, what did we lose? You know, as a species, what did we lose? Because who knows what was in that library? For them to burn it? Like, what did you find? What did you see in there that made you...
They burnt some things, but the most important history is locked up in the Vatican.
Well, of course the Vatican's got all the important stuff, you know,
The history of who we are.
well, everybody, the whole history of mankind, you know? And history is one thing that has a lot of power to it. So, that's the thing that to know about history, so you don't make mistakes. But yet again, it gets a little scary sometimes, and people get crazy with it. Spin the wheel? Well, ain't that some shit? She said spin the wheel. And what do we have next?
Oh my God.
Books. This is the last day that we're going to have this up here. So, I'm going to put something maybe on Facebook or on here. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll just go on ahead and pull it up so that way I can just do that here in a minute. And I can just go to the channel and just scroll on over to the community. And then once we get done with the stream, I already got the dadgum thing up so I can type in what we're going to put on the board. So, books. What's your favorite kind of book? What genre? What series? Like what genre of books do you like?
I like documentaries.
So you like autobiographies then?
Autobiography, history, biography, and also crime. I guess more like forensic part of crime. How they test things to see.
So those are the kind of books that you like?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, mystery books. Any of those books that are slightly abnormal.
I got you.
I don't go for normal things.
I don't think anybody that enjoys anything would just stick with normal. I have to say my favorite genre of books would probably be science fiction, of course. That's what I read a lot of. And I also like to read. I like reading mysteries are nice too. What's this? Someone sending me something. What is this? What's that? Oh. The video of it since the feedback was good. Oh, nice. Okay. It looks like Vosto made a new song for me to check out. We'll check that out later. He sent me a little something, so I want to check that out. He did a he did a piece with the Batman, the first Batman video game. So I'm really excited to hear that. That's going to be fun. Vosto and yes, Vosto over there in Europe. Yep. I try to keep people's locations and things like that safe by not saying it, not trying to cause problems, not saying that that's causing a problem, but why? That's why. But yeah, I like sci-fi. I like reading about, the Code of Bushido. I've mentioned that many times. I've read that, or at least read it once a year. But I think I'm going to cut back on it because the principles of Bushido aren't really sticking anymore to my life. So, yeah, that's different. But I will say probably the Dungeons and Dragons books, the Dark Elf series I read a lot of. I still have a bunch of Star Wars novels. And I acquired those over time from many different people who had Star Wars novels and were like, hey, I'm not reading these. I know you would get a kick out of it, Mel. So then I said, okay, cool, we'll do that. And so yeah, I acquired a nice little array of novels, and I have to say I really enjoy science fiction. It's kind of a, it's a good escape. It's a good escape. But and the Duchess, she reads practically anything. She's a very fast reader, everyone. She is very fast. But that's a good thing though, being able, and she can ascertain all the information too. It's not like some people who read fast and then you're like, what'd you read? And they, doing that mess. They're not doing that. You try to ask them like, well, what was in the book? I read book. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. See, she gets to hear this online like you guys, but she laughs like this at home when she's watching because she tells me this every show. She's like, you kill me with that voice. The one voice that you want to hear her laugh when I do the troll voice. Like, what do you mean, Mel? I don't understand. Yeah, you got that dumbass wheel, right? No, you're spinning. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. Seems a little stupid if you ask me. You're over there playing with a bunch of damn toys. You're a grown-ass man. You see what I'm saying? I ain't even doing anything. Boy, this thing keeps wanting to go to something silly. We're gonna go to time travel. I think this screw is screwed. My screw is screwed in the back. Ha! But yeah, so that's kind of the thing. You know, she likes to laugh at that sometimes, right? You know, what's the difference with that? Let me move this microphone up some. There we go. So now I'm not hot micing in your ear, right? But yeah, she likes that. And a lot of people like the voices I make in the faces and stuff. So, you know, I feel like I'm fortunate enough to be a clown. I've been a clown my whole life, you know. And the best part of being a clown is, you know, the funny business. Oh boy, she's losing her mind over here. Yeah. So we have a patient here called Chuck. Chuck's kind of a weird man. She had a hard time with Chuck. Chuck was out there chewing on equipment earlier, and nobody was having a good time with that. Everybody was having a terrible time. You know, Chuck
was walking the phone lines as a high wire.
Yeah. Chuck was out there walking the phone lines like a high wire. He was out there acting crazy. We told him to get down. Then we had a couple orderlies go up there, and man, it was a mess. They couldn't get him to come down, and then he started screaming, and then he fell. Right, so then we had to drag his body back upstairs and make him fall again on the camera and make it look like he actually did it himself instead of, you know, somebody pushing him. But that's municipal in court because that's hearsay, right? Like we didn't shove him, we encouraged him down. You know, that's how everybody was trying to help Chuck. Huh? Who what? Don't talk like that. The man will come in here and he'll put you in that seat. Don't do that. Don't do that. The man, just because I threw him out of my pocket doesn't mean he's running around. Because he pinched me, and that's why I chucked him out of my pocket. I was like, ow, you asshole.
But I didn't know he was there or not.
I mean, well, Chuck's got a thick head. He's got a really strong head. He's got a strong head. His head's really strong. And he's got a very strong jaw, too. So, I mean, I don't know. He should be okay. Yeah, he should be fine. He should be fine. I don't think.
Next time.
Yeah, till next time. But, you know, like, next time, I don't know. Maybe he'll be okay. Maybe not. I'm not sure. We'll find out later on.
Maybe if he didn't wear that tutu, it wouldn't have been so bad.
Well, I don't even know how that got in here because we don't let people usually just wear whatever because, you know, this facility, you have to make sure people aren't just going nuts with their clothing, right? So oh, you told him? Yeah. So you gave him the outfit. Yeah. And so that's the reason why he went buck crazy.
Well, he's going to walk the high wire telephone line. I thought he needed to look the part.
Okay, I can respect that.
He did look all frilly and true.
Well, had to get him right. I got it. There we go. So we're gonna give this a little look like almost like Borderlands. But anyways, we've been having fun. So what about you guys? Enough of us bullshitting around. What about you guys? What's going on with you? Someone say something in the chat. Someone give us a little something. How are you guys doing? Anybody, don't matter. And while you're doing that, I'm going to eat my chicken and rice because I rushed to get ready and I didn't get to eat. And you already seen me eat on a 12-hour stream, so we already passed that wall. So, haha.
Okay. There we go.
I definitely will tell you guys, low sodium soy sauce is the way to go.
Is it good?
Oh, yeah, it's good. Yeah.
I didn't even know they made a low sodium.
Yeah, they made low sodium. Yeah, you know, not everybody wants their head exploding out the top of their head like a jack in the box. Yeah. That's right. How blood pressure go up and you start hearing that dee 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 dee, and then before long, pop, and that's it. That's not anything funny to laugh at. I know some of you might be like, I am drawing a cowboy or a Western robot.
Western robot.
Yes.
Is he riding on
No, he's sitting at like a tavern or whatnot. It was an idea I had while I was cooking. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a Western robot. I'm going to do a Western robot today.
that's different.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to do different stuff, just to mix it up a little bit. Nothing too crazy. I don't want to get too wild. Some of the mad ones may not like that. But it almost looks like Toad. I don't like that either. I'm going to fix this. There we go. Bitches, keep on bitching. Keep on bitching. Keep on bitching. And you can be about your problems. This is a really interesting song. I like this song. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. There we go. And then we put the bolt there on the side. And then we put a bolt there. And then we'll put another bolt here. And these are all like stabilizers, right? This is where like you would untwist it, pull it off, and then you would get under to the housing. Don't ask me why I know this stuff. I like robots. Okay, that's just I pay attention to robots of different types, and that's literally 90% of the time I'm thinking about like either ninjas, pretty women, and robots. And sometimes I think about pretty ninja women robots, and then I'm just like, no, I want to stop because that gets a little crazy, right? But it's alright. So what you guys want to talk about, Mad Ones? Anybody got anything? Or not, because I know some of you like to just watch, so that's cool. Damn, that's good. See, I'm trying to eat healthier here. And it's a discipline. I will say that. Trying to eat better is a hard discipline to stick with. What's this? We're used to you being crazy? Of course, why not? Because I'm the madman. Yeah, have to be crazy. If I wasn't out here being crazy, you guys would be bored. It would be boring. Well, let's just do 5 minutes of me just being legit. Let's just do 5 minutes, right? Right at the end of the song, I want to just go and be a fuddy-dud, right? We're gonna have a 5-minute fuddy-dud show. I'm just gonna be like, yes, and I'm gonna draw. I want you guys to see exactly how that's gonna sound if I just start doing art like that. Okay, I'm gonna be very precise and very prim and proper and tight-assed and just have no fun, right? Right? We're gonna eat our diet cheese sandwich, right? And drink our non-carbonated water, right? You see what I'm saying? Up, tight ass time. Sorry. Okay, guys, now we're going to get back to the drawing, and we're going to sit right here, and at this point, I'm going to go on ahead and put a line right here. Look at that. Fantastic. And once we get done with that, then we're going to go on ahead. There we go, and there's the boot. Okay, great. And then we're going to do his ankle. Ain't that swell? All right. Jolly good show. Look at this. Fantastic. No fuddy-dud allowed in this house. Yeah, I can't do that for very long. I felt like I was a episode or Invasion of the Body Snatcher. I didn't even feel like myself. I felt weird. I felt gross. It didn't feel right. I did that to say this: be yourself. Always be yourself. Don't try to perpetrate trying to do something just because other people are doing it. Be yourself. That wasn't natural. That was funny. It was funny because I was talking like this. Yes. And, wah. That right there. I knew that was coming. That's why I did that. I waited. Wah. You know, I could, you know, but that's not fun. That's not fun. Who's having fun with that? Nobody. That's why I always promote. Be yourself. Have fun. Be who you are. Don't try to do what other people are doing. Do you. Do what makes you happy. But you already talk about that every week, Mel. You always talk about the same shit, Mel. Always talking the same stuff. That might be, but I do it because there's new people all the time. There's new people. Why do you do that voice? Well, for those of you that are new, I do that voice because I like to make fun of trolls and haters. And the best power that my mother taught me is, if you can easily take the power away from a bully, and when you do, they don't have anything else. They have what can they do? When you make fun in a way that they can't keep up with, then how are they able to make fun of you? They can't. So then what do they got to do? They got to leave you alone, or they end up start doing violent stuff because you made them look like a dumbass. Because you know, nobody wants to have their pants down in front of everybody. Unless you're about that kind of stuff, you know. Let's see. If yourself isn't fun, continue to be you. Yeah, that's right, like the Duchess said. I think everybody should just be their self. But Mel, I can't. What about the people? What are they going to think? What are they going to think? What are they going to think? Who cares? Yeah, what's up?
When people are talking about you, they make you famous for that.
Hey, I like that. My grandfather used to say, if people are talking about you, they made you famous for that time. So, keep talking about me. Make me famous. Oh, his shit sucks. I wouldn't watch his show. I wouldn't watch his show. He makes fun of people. He makes these dumbass noises, like making troll voices and stuff. It ain't fun. He's got that dumbass wheel in the back. I'm about to shut someone down. You know, that kind of stuff. But anyways, the next question that we have on here is time travel. Ooh. What do we think about time travel? Have human beings created time travel? I think so. And I believe that we have it, and I believe that we have been manipulating timelines by jumping through. In my personal opinion, I think we broke something. I think there's a handful that are trying to change the timeline, and there's a apex that can't be changed.
They definitely broke something because they created gravity portals have been here since the beginning of time. And they found other dominant portals that they, not you dig a ditch, you try to cover in a ditch, someone else come along and find it. Well, they
right.
Found the ditch you already want, and then they're gonna make a bigger ditch.
And then they're gonna make a bigger ditch.
And
exactly.
They messed up trying to keep up with these portals and wormholes and
all that fun stuff.
Dimensions. So they messed up some mess.
Oh, I'm sure they have.
CERN,
I mean,
they told me.
Oh.
CERN told me. Thanks. Yeah. So anyway, it happened. It is what it is.
Well, I mean, we got all kinds of technology that's going on. Well, we know about. I mean,
you gotta know one thing. Always remember one thing. When they lied about one thing, they lied about two.
Well, yeah, you always got to cover up the lie. I mean, you know.
And when you get through, you gotta wear the lies, and you don't know what is the truth.
Well, yeah.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave when we practice to deceive.
Either practice to deceive, or just want everybody to follow a certain thing. But I mean, I always feel like we never get a straight answer. I like to do that when people wear like a NASA shirt. I know I might get some flack for it, but I like that. I heard it on a podcast once when someone was talking about it. Because, you know, I love space. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we might be We might not be in space. We might be in space. Who knows, right? Who knows? I mean, some people do. Some people don't. You know, what do I know? But I know one thing. I know one thing for certain. If by chance something ain't right out there, then their nickname, Never a Straight Answer, is correct. And I do feel like there are certain things that are hidden. Like, I think that the technology for time travel that we have is not as advanced as the people who have been back here. And it might be like the movie Looper. They go back in time and they basically, they benchmark themselves, like right there. And then they go through time up to where they are currently, right? And then that would complete that whole time paradox, whatever you want to call it. Because that's where things start to get crazy because of like time dilation and all that mess. It can get really wild.
What caused the Mandela effect?
Mandela effect is caused by, well, I'm not a specialist, first off, so you guys can get your panties off your head with that. Just chill out, okay? I'm going by the information that I've gathered, right? And it could be right, could be wrong, but this is what I've heard. It's caused by there being a bridge between two different dimensions, and it's spilling over into ours. So let's say that in this dimension that we are in, I'm right-handed, but in the next dimension, I'm left, right? It'll be something subtle like that. I might have long hair here and goggles that are purple. In another dimension, I might be wearing something completely different.
Would it be because someone went back in time, manipulated something? Is that what caused that?
Oh boy, look at my camera froze. Oh man. That's sad. I'm over here gritting my teeth because the camera froze. Did it?
No, I'm not.
Am I still moving?
Yeah, but you're a little bit delayed now.
Oh.
Okay, you froze later.
Yeah, now it's frozen. So
Now it's
silly.
working.
Now it is? That's bizarre. I don't know what's going on.
What's this? This is showing something.
Yeah, see, I'm just stuck there gritting my teeth. Hold on. This camera is being dumb. I don't know. It's always something. They can hear me. Hold on a second. We're gonna switch over here. Oh, look at me. I'm still gritting. Ah! This dumbass camera. Oh, that is silly. Yeah, I'm still frozen, but you guys can still hear me. And the picture's still working, which is amazing. I don't know either. I am. You look like roar. I do. I have the roar face today. I don't know.
I've never seen you do that.
I ain't never seen it do it either.
Oh, I got some bad juju.
Nah, I just came in here and everything just went ass up. Hey, there we go. Now we're back. I had to work it a little bit, but hey, we got it. There we go. I know what happened. I had an update. Always the updates. Always the update. But, you know, that's the only thing I can say. It's like time travel. I think that's the thing. Some people think UFOs or USOs or time machines. That I don't believe. I don't believe. What? I'm still frozen? Oh, it should even out, I think. Maybe it should. I hope it does. Yeah, I was about to say, man, if I'm frozen, well, I guess that's just going to be what it is tonight.
Well, I just they relied so many things.
Well, yeah, we know that. Everybody knows that. We all know that there's some fishy mess going on, and we all know that there's something silly. We're not surprised at it. I mean, hell, if you... What is this? You had an update or the computer had an update? I think I had a malfunction from earlier, and I think that the computer had an update, and I think that we both, you know how I am, Duchess. I have a tendency to touch electronics and fry them out, you know, and I didn't have any get right earlier, and well, let's just say I didn't get right, so everything went wrong. So yeah. Well, everybody else usually. So here's the thing that you may have not known. Most people who watch the stream actually watch it while doing other things. And that's okay, though. I don't mind that. I don't mind the fact of people watching while doing other things because you know why? It's okay. Because many people, especially in my age group and other people, we multitask, right? That's what we do. We all multitask. We don't have the ability to just like not. I mean, but also I'm an artist. I'm just drawing. It's not like I'm playing a video. And even if I was gaming and streaming, it would be the same thing, you know? I don't expect everybody to just sit there, hands on their knees, watch it. Hands on your knees, you know, like that. That's deep programming. I'm sorry. Damn, you know, what was it? Time to Get Funky. Oh, damn, I forgot the name of the song. Whatever. It don't matter. You know what I meant. You know what I'm talking about. Look at that. Let's look at the bot. Let's back up. Let's see what's happening with them. Oh, yeah.
The bot is button.
The bot's botting out here, definitely. So now we got this. So the next thing we'll do is after I get all the increment stuff here, then we'll put on the clothes and get the bot with some actual clothing and stuff on.
The bot's gonna wear clothing?
Yeah, it's a cowboy. You know, perpetrating the life of a robot would be basically mimicking that of the creation of the creator that created them. And in this scenario, or what I'm doing with this, it would basically be like if humanity created an artificial intelligence and then humanity died out, but the only thing that they were able to find after humanity died out was basically the Western age. And it would be in a dystopian, like, post-apocalyptic world, but it would be like the Wild West of the wasteland, right? So that's the inspiration of this. It's like cowboys and frontier, you know, like the gold rush, but it's not for like what we went through as humanity. It's basically bots trying to find oil and other things like that. A game with a raggedy robot? That's practically.
And he was building a homestead in this raggedy robot.
Oh, you're talking about Fallout 4.
Fallout 4, yes.
Yeah, when I had all those bots because I had that mod. Yeah, but that bot was crazy and would shoot mini nukes out. I had a mod on Fallout 4 that allowed me to carry multiple people at one time, and I made a bunch of robots with mini nuke packs on their back. And yeah, it was terrible. Like it was the funnest gameplay I've had, but it was the most difficult because at any point I would die. I think the worst that happened is I was inside of a building, and then I had some raiders in there, and I had two of the robots with me, and they both unleashed 4 mini nukes in a hallway, and it just flashed, and then that was the end of the whole thing. It was over at that point. Like, I was completely gone. Then I restarted and it happened again. Well, we're going to talk about the old AI one more time, but we're going to talk about it in a good way. How could AI be beneficial to humanity? Without any doom or gloom and no damn military influence, we'll just say that humanity never was a destructive species. What do you think yourself that AI, artificial intelligence, would be able to help with if we didn't use it for nefarious means, and also if it became sentient? Just to add to this conversation, if it became sentient and it wasn't for destruction and nobody was using it for military use, what do you think some of the things would be that AI would figure out for humanity?
I would use one for a school crossing guard. You have women out there directing traffic, you know, in all types of weather. I'm a bot out there to do it.
So you would send a bot with basic artificial intelligence to help with crossing the streets?
Mm-hmm. For children, you know, doing school crossing.
Okay, so simple use.
Simple use, and they get crazy. They out there in the road.
They're out there in the road. That's funny.
That's crazy.
That's really funny.
Well, they are. They move their mind or whatever go on. The screw gets jammed. They make you turn around and around.
I mean, okay, I'll give you that. If their programming goes haywire and they can't do anything and they're out there already, then you don't have anything to worry about because they're already outside.
Right.
Okay, I get that. I think myself, it would be good for three things. These are the three things I think that artificial intelligence could be beneficial for if we didn't use it in the wrong way. Number one would be medical reasons, like medicine and different illnesses. They would be able to figure out genetic defects, like myself with my kidney condition, other people who have sickle cell, cancers, different things like that. It would be able to key point where that's at and be able to figure that out. It would be able to use the form of use your DNA to be able to figure out how to fix you with your own stem cells and things like that, right? Or stem cells in general. Another thing too would be manufacturing and developing technology. Now, that's dangerous. What about Terminators? What about that? You know, getting all crazy, cuddled up with your foam padded bulletproof vest, right? You got your whole damn Gears of War gear on with your toy gun, right? Hey, Fausto, welcome. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, I think that it would be beneficial to have that because it would be able to make new technology, be able to make things like cleaner energy, and be able to develop things that we could use. Similar like what they had in the Animatrix about the first and second Renaissance, but if humanity wasn't pig-headed and wouldn't turn into a bunch of cretins, then yeah, it would be beneficial. They could give us technology that could help us, that could put us in a better place without losing our humanity. And the last one that I think that would be good for having an AI is the ability for us to be able to get off planet. And I think that would be something that we could actually do. Use, like say for example, we're going to use an AI to build a ship to be able to go out into space, to be able to mine on the moon, to be able to mine on asteroids, to be able to find resources that could benefit energy-wise for the planet and everything. Yes, the Animatrix was very cool, Vosto. And be able to do these things. Now, here comes the hard question. Well, they're machines. Okay, so anything that has a cognitive capability will at some point may evolve into a thinking object, to be able to have thought of its own, to be able to think on its own. And to say that these things shouldn't, well, it's not a human being. Of course it's not a human being. We know this. But we would have to respect them, be it, just general respect, but yet we as a species have a hard time even doing that with each other. Well, you put a protocol. And that would be their first directive. Not to harm or kill any humans. And then a fail-safe would be if they do end up harming or killing a human, it would shut itself off. Yeah. Now, what about the argument of it being able to figure out how to bypass that? I mean, that's always a possibility. Yeah. And it's always a possibility that I would have the ability to learn. How could you stop that? Disconnected from the internet? I mean, that's possible, but then you could have it hijack in, or the main AI would be able to figure it out. Because it would be able to compute faster than a human. So there's always a possibility for nefarious reasons. But the kill switch would be very cool. But yet again, it's one of those things, like it gets really, really shaky. It's a very shaky area, sometimes. And
I think what is really shaky because we have some humans that are so debaucherous that all they can think of is destroying things. And I believe that is the basic fear that someone will program that.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. You can't say no that wouldn't be a thing. That's asinine to say. Oh no, nobody would do that. Anything can be used for. Well, anything can be used for a nefarious reason. That's very possible. But in this scenario, you would have to hope. You would have to have some sense of basic hope that humanity would get past that point. But yet again, it's one of those things that you just, you don't know. We don't know. And it would be, too little too late by the time we do find out,
There's so few people who want to
Well, I mean, you know, that happens a lot, and one of the reasons why that happens is because people like control. You know, nobody wants to lose control over things. If you got control, you don't. Who wants to lose it? But you know, that's what some people do. Not everybody does that, but oh wow, that's a absolute mess. I've never used that brush. Now I understand what's going on there. But you know, that's a good conversation. That was a good conversation. I actually enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Just to see, you know, like what they would think. What about you, Vosto? Or Vosto Vlad? What do you think? Skull Eater, I hit my nose. How'd you hit your nose? What'd you do? Did you fall? I hope you didn't fall. Yeah, definitely that had to hurt. That had to hurt. Well, here's my question. Did you hit it square on? Did you hit it in an angle? Or did you hit it like up? Because I've hit mine in an angle and up before, and that hurt. That hurt really bad. I didn't have a good time with that. That was some bullshit. I'll just call it what it was. That was some bullshit, and it hurt. And I did not have a good time with it. I did not have a good time. Everything about that was bad. Ooh, look at that. Look at those trees back there, guys. You see that? Let me make that a little bit bigger. There we go. Let's see. Me, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with my Batman NES Stage 1 soundtrack cover I did. I'm sure, man. I haven't heard the revamp of it, but I will tell you this. You came in so hard with that damn thing. Man, I didn't even care about the original. The original was just like, oh, what is this shit? I ain't even joking. Like, man, listen, guys. I'll tell you what. When he gets it ready, that's how I'm going to open the show. Like, I'm not talking about my normal intro. I'm talking about the first song I play when we start the show. Like, that'll be the first song. And I'll play that for everybody, if that's cool with you, Vosto. And what happened with you? I'm leaving my bathroom and accidentally hit my nose on the side of the door. Yikes. And yeah, I did hit it in the angle. Gross. That hurts. Yeah, take your time with that. Shit, that sucks. That's never good. It's never good. Hell, angle hits hurt. They that's a whole different type of like pain. You know, you feel that differently. I would be honored. Hey, definitely. I know someone who ran into a wall and instead of their inserted their Libra into their arm. Yeah, I do too. They're sitting right beside me. It would be an honor for me to play Vosto. It really would. I love your music, man. It's great stuff. And that also goes for anybody else that's watching. If you are interested and you want me to play some music or play your music, and it's not copywritten, in terms of like me getting in trouble on YouTube for playing your music because I get a copyright strike, I will play your music. If you have something that I can play, be it on Spotify or SoundCloud or whatever the case, if you got something or you want to just shoot me an MP3, cool. Because I mean that's really awesome, and I like to help other people, other artists, you know. And I don't think Vosto being here, we played the soundtrack and everybody was having a good time with what you had, man. So we all had a great time with that. So yes. Trying to hold on a second. There we go. There we are. Huh? Nah, I wanted that to look like there was a tree over here. Kind of like no, damn, if I can get it. There we go. Cool. Huh? There it is.
Well, now it's
You're like, she was like, it's not showing up. I don't know what you're doing, but I can see it, but it's not showing up. See, the funny thing is, because I'm using old Link, right? The old Link, it's it has like a delay.
I got you.
Yeah. Look at that. Trees are nice. I mean, I'm not like crazy over trees. Like, oh man, I'm gonna have these trees. You know, I'm not like that. I mean, I like trees, but I use trees just for like background and foreground, kind of, you know, giving that feel of like depth and, you know, like what I'm doing with these trees back here. Like I got some trees back here, and well, no, it's actually grass. That's what that is. That's tall grass. Yeah, it's kind of like some logs and stuff. He's just sitting out there. That's going to be some wood, or actually like a can of accelerant or something. He's going to just be out there just hanging out. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited to play it when it gets it finished. I always find it awesome playing other people's music and just showing it on here, because that gives other people exposure, and you know, and everybody gets to see it and listen to it, and it sounds great, and you know, he does make good music. He makes great music. I enjoy it. What was I looking for? Oh, Broken Ground. Where is it? Oh boy. Is this it, or is that rock? That's probably rock. Yep, that's rock. Where's the Broken Ground? I just need some ground. There's grass, trees, grassland, ground. Here we go. Because, you know, it's out like in the desert or whatever, so the ground would be a little busted up, you know, a little choppy. So that's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make it look like a little bit of broken up sand. You know, kind of some unsettled earth. Nothing crazy, right? I don't want it to look like it's just blown up and shit, but I will probably do something in the background here. Hold on a second. Let me get rid of that grass. That grass is just too much. It's overpowering everything, and I don't like what's going on there. There we go. Get rid of all that. Let's start over with this. Let's get this ground fixed up first. And then we can come back and put the other stuff in there. There we go. There we go. I mean, you know, we're doing a cover, right? We can't just half-ass the cover. I mean, not to say half-ass everything else, but I mean, it's a cover, right? Do I have any candy? I am currently out of candy. Spin it! Spin! Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Music! Alright, so the topic is music. Here is a good one. Our topic of music. What is a guilty pleasure you like to listen to that nobody knows about? Ah, there we go. A guilty pleasure of music that nobody knows about. No, bubblegum? Well, I'll start. More music. Listen, he's just like, more music. That's the secret. I like more music. More music. Not just any music, just more music. Ah. You like to listen to Rick Astley? Okay. That's cool. I like to listen to Dead or Alive, You Spin Me. Okay. That's cool. I like Pet Shop Boys. I do. I'm a big fan of Pet Shop Boys. I like well, everybody knows I like Slipknot. I I mean, that ain't nothing. I will tell you when I stopped caring about Slipknot. Let me start with that. I like Slipknot. I stopped caring about it after, I would probably say after both Paul and Joey died. After both of them were deceased, I didn't give a shit about the band anymore. I love them for who they used to be, not who they became. Mindless Self-Indulgence. Oh yeah, that's a great band. I hate the band, but some of their music is a bop. I prefer listening to them from the secondhand store. Okay, I like them. And the only reason why is me and a friend of mine grew up listening to MSI, and it's just a fun thing. That and I thought it was cool with the bass player being able to lean all the way back, playing the bass. Yes, exactly, Julian and Paul. Pet Shop Boys, I like it. Also, I mean, they got a good synth. But why is Slipknot guitar a guilty pleasure? They're badass. No, they're not a guilty pleasure. I'm just talking about that. No, my guilty pleasure is Enya. That's my guilty pleasure. I love Enya. I love Sarah Brightman. I love listening to them. I don't tell anybody, but now you guys know. But I do. I enjoy it. I enjoy listening to Sarah Brightman very much. Like any of her songs. And Enya, I mean, shit, Enya is just like a story to me. And I enjoy it. I know a lot of people are like, what are you talking about? You like that stuff? What, Mel? That's silly. No, I do. I really do. I enjoy that. I also like listening to, Enya is cool. Right, you know. That ain't no guilty pleasure. That's not a guilty pleasure. I enjoy Evanescence. That's not guilty pleasure. Also, what's a, heavy music? Yeah, pretty much feels like that. What's another one that I like listening to? Oh man, I'm trying to remember. There was there's this band called Igor. Baby Metal. Yeah, Baby Metal is that. I will put it this way. There are some people who like Baby Metal and they're like, oh man, I like it. And then there's some edgy people who like Baby Metal because they, because of the, they're Japanese girls. And they have a different intent with that, But, let's see. I have certain country songs I know word for word, but I still say I hate country music. Yeah, I like country too. Don Edwards, yeah. Good little song about coyotes. Yeah, he did. That's also another thing too. But I think that's also the fact that being in the state of Tennessee, you can't be in this state and not know some country of some form. Like here in Kentucky is just it. I mean, it's like you got grassy. You got rocky soil and country music, and that's it. And bluegrass in Kentucky. See, I just like it because it's cute and metal as hell. Yeah, that's true. I have a friend that I know that likes it because of the fact that he thinks of them as being like little teenage schoolgirls. And that's what I meant by the edgy thing. But I'm not going to say their name, but you know who you are. That's how you talk shit with respect. But I'm a Renona, and I'm sorry, I said Renona because I saw Johnny Cash and I was like Renona. But I'm in Romania and I know U.S. country. I listen to old Johnny Cash too. Here's something that you didn't know, and this is actually something quite interesting. So my grandfather was a truck driver. He retired. And when he retired from truck driving, he had an opportunity to be Johnny Cash's bus driver. And he drove his tour bus all over the U.S. I think he even went to Canada once or twice. Canada, Maine, all of that. And he worked for him for, I don't know, about 10 years or so. Yeah, really good people. It's interesting,
Black family come out.
Yeah, you've told me that. You've told me that.
me that.
So when my mother was young, Mr. Cash let my grandfather use the bus. He said, go on ahead and just use the bus, so they went on a family trip. My mother, my uncle, my grandfather, my grandmother, right? And
on top of the bus, they had Johnny Cash.
Yeah, and on the top of the bus, they had Johnny Cash, right? So they're taking their trip, and this is funny. This had to be, what year was this? Would you say?
I would say it was in 77.
Okay, so this was like 1977, right? And they pull up at a rest area, right? And then they're getting ready to get out and, everything. And people think that it's Johnny Cash in there. And then a crowd forms. And then this black family walks out of Johnny Cash's tour bus, right? You can imagine what that was like. Oh, boy, I bet that was something. Oh, man, I bet that was something. I bet. Let's see what you got to say here.
You thought there were going to be some white people coming out?
They've been in Cannibal Corpse. Yeah, they've been in the band since teen, so it's just a hell weird, right? Wow, must have been cool guys with your granddad. Well, I'll put it this way. When my grandfather retired, he asked my grandfather one question for his retirement gift. He asked him, what is it that you wanted to do, when you retire? What's the one thing he said? I just want to walk out in my backyard and be able to go fish. And, he was able to do that. He got him a house on the lake,
Every morning, boy, go fishing.
Yeah, so he could go fishing. And,
give it away.
yeah, catch the fish and get away. It was really interesting. So, Johnny Cash was an awesome person. That was the type of man, and that's the thing. That's the thing I would like to say about like people who have money, Yeah, you can go and say whatever you want. It's your life, You lived it. You were there.
A lot of people wondered because he was the man in black. Now he did wear black. My daddy would have signed the paper, what do you call it, confidentiality thing. But since they're all gone on glory, they did wear, the men were black, even down to his underwear. True story. My brother and I used to clean the bus out, and he would leave us money, and I was nosy, still nosy.
Still a little nosy, that's fine.
And I'm running through the drawers to see, and I come across the underwear, socks, boxes, all was black. So he was really the man in black, through and through. I thought that was impressive.
That's pretty cool.
And his wife had heavily padded bras.
Heavily padded.
Heavily padded.
I mean, that was the 70s. Everybody had heavily padded bras, or they.
And my mama got on me about that. I just come meddling in the bus. I was not meddling. I was looking. There's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference.
If you're inquisitive and you're looking, you want to know things.
I mean, that's how you learn.
That's how I learned. I look at things.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew that, they called him the man in black because he always wore black.
Yeah.
And maybe that came behind. He went to the Fulton prison, and he hated how the prisoners were being treated. And I think he put on a concert there, and he told them.
Yeah, that's right. The man in black with his black best friend driver. There you go.
Yes.
All black.
And one they stayed at a hotel. My daddy had to have a suite beside him.
Oh wow.
He always got a suite beside him. Because you know what that was about.
Oh yeah.
His wife told him he couldn't have steaks. Because he was having a bad heart,
Right.
Couldn't eat a lot of steaks or pork, meat, period.
Right.
So my dad would order room service, and Mr. Cash told my dad to order 2 steak meals. And he would tell his wife he's going to talk to Daddy,
Oh.
And he was, but they were eating steaks. And she never come to my dad.
Sneaking off eating the steaks.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, and that was their little fun thing, a little secret,
Yeah. Everybody, you're on the road. You're gonna have to have fun,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just something that you're gonna have to do. You can't be on the road and not.
I tell you a thing. He had all his employees. He had a family day.
Hey, what's up, Sloth? How you doing? How you doing today?
What's up, man?
Let's see. Now, imagine you sick when I was a driver that's chill, and you have all kinds of conversations with Until You Reach the
Oh,
Destination.
no. No,
I did. No, I did. No.
So he's got road rage.
No, I don't have road rage. Okay, listen.
He curses people.
I do, because I do. And I'm not going to lie about that. I do. I say foul shit about people if you drive like an idiot. All right? And I'll explain myself. Okay? I will explain this. I have been in 2 near fatal car accidents in my life. Okay? One, I got knocked out of a car. The other one, I got T-boned in the car. Okay? Both of which I should have died and I didn't. Not talking grim, just talking the truth. So, this is the philosophy in my mind when it comes to this. I'm in a vehicle. I have to watch you, myself, and any other idiot around me. And when I'm driving, I'm very cautious about what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. If you're over there, I don't know, eating a sandwich, gooning, whatever you're doing in there, okay? You know, you could just be just down the street, not paying attention, and then bow. There you go. You hit somebody going 80 miles. Yeah, all day. Exactly. It sucked. It wasn't a good situation. And both times people were negligent, not paying attention, just dumbasses. So I don't have time for that. I don't have any energy for that.
So if a lady pulls up beside you, and then
okay, pulling up. Let's get this straight. Here's how this works. 2-lane street. Okay, you got my car, your car, right? Us driving in this lane. You got the center section, right? And you have oncoming traffic coming this way, right? So 2-lane, middle lane, 2-lane. If I'm driving in the left lane, this is my left hand, okay? So, but if I'm driving in the left lane and somebody is pulling up beside me, side by side, I get angry. And here's the reason why. You are in the right lane, okay, and I'm in the left lane. Something falls off a truck on the right lane and hits the street, right? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? I can hit the brakes and back up. You're not going to do anything but what? Either one or two things. Hit it or hit me. Or the third, which will be both of us getting hit because you're not going to be able to do shit and I can't. And then we're both going to be a statistic. That's what upsets me. That somebody else's negligence can cause me to lose my life. And it'd be the same way as if I was doing it. And that's what bothers me about that. Because it's a very loose and lax thing. You know, people think of an automotive accident, but I can tell you this. I've almost died. I have 2 or 3 friends in high school to be killed because of idiots. You know, and that's the thing. That's something I take serious. That and drunk drivers. I think if you're drinking and driving, you know, and you survive, you should be shot on sight. I don't care what you think about it. Oh, that ain't nice. No, gun them down right there in the street. Shoot them like a dog. Gun them down like a dog. Well, what about you, Mel? Have you ever drove drunk? I put it this way. Never drove drunk. I've gotten somewhere and parked. And that's the thing that I've done. Now, you can say whatever you want to about that, but I wasn't on the road. Found a side street in a parking lot somewhere, and I laid there and crashed in my back seat with the keys not on me. So the cops couldn't say that I had the potential of driving because the keys are not with me. The doors are all locked, but the keys are somewhere else, not in the vicinity of where I'm at. Loopholes. That's how this world works. That's how they do it, right? So, you know, but yeah, that's why I don't like that. I don't like people being negligent. And yes, I have road rage, and if I have rage because the fact that Joe Schmo in his damn lifted truck that's over there has a whole can of dip in his jaw, right? You know, just a whole knot, like a baseball size of fucking chewing tobacco in his jaw, with his truck lifted 35 feet in the air. He can't even see anything. He's knocking power lines down while he's driving, and he has to have a fucking elevator to get in this shit, alright? And he's only 4'2", right? And he's driving this damn thing in a fucking lifted seat, because this asshole has to get this fucking abomination on 4 wheels, right? Gets 1.2 miles to the gallon. And then this asshole goes through and slaughters 15 people. But because he's driving in a truck, he's a real man. Fuck him. Alright?
Well, what about little old Sadie that drives up and gets in front of you and then slow down, almost make you give her in the butt?
That's a person that just, listen, people who do that, people who pull in front of you and stop the car, people who walk in the middle of the street and walking to a store and not looking up. These are people who are suicidal, who don't want to kill themselves, and they want you to kill them and jack up your insurance rate. Okay? These are people who don't want to do it themselves. They're like, man, I want to die, but if I walk in front of this car, you know, I don't really want to be alive, but if I just pull in front of this car, you know, that's how I feel. Yeah, I got gassed up off of that, but damn it, you know, that's what bothers me. This channel is very entertaining. I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope you do. And look at this picture. This picture is pretty badass as well. Let's look at that picture. There we go. There we go. And then I'm going to put a robotic horse out here, right?
A robotic horse.
Yeah, and then I'm going to put like a straw-looking hat on his head here somewhere. I think I'm going to put like a pitchfork right in this area. So we'll work on that metal horse real quick. I'm glad that you guys are entertained. But yes, that's my thing. I can't stand that. That reckless drivers make me sick. I'm a very offensive driver. Let's see. You're so real for real that. Yeah, thank you. Like, I mean, it's hard. Great song in the background too. This is called Sigma's Space Sim Sigma. I like that. Yeah, that's what the song. I don't even know what the name of the song actually is, but that's what we'll call it. Space Sim Sigma. That's great. I like the saxophone too. It fits. But yeah, no, I'm concerned about other people, not even just myself. That's the thing. It's so easy. So easy for you to end up in a catastrophic situation in a vehicle because somebody else is acting a fool.
That always said the best. You drive for yourself and others.
Yeah, you have to. You have to drive for yourself and others. You know, I can tell you this. I do drive fast. I do speed. I'm not even going to lie. Some people consider that to be reckless. But I can tell you this. I drive in a way that gets me out of the situation that I'm currently in. If I see you acting a complete asshat in front of me, like you're over there trying to eat a 4-course meal in your lap and talk on the phone while you're eating. This is real shit. I saw this in Florida. This ain't me just making up something. Like, this is a thing. I saw someone with the actual plate in their lap open, driving with their knees, talking on the phone and eating while they're driving on I-4. Scared the absolute shit out of me. Listen, I've been jumped by 5 or 6 dudes before. I've been knocked out of a car. I've been T-boned. I've almost died a few times, and I've been okay with that. This is the only time I can say that out of my life I was actually scared because I didn't know this woman was all over the place. And if you've ever been on I-4, that is literally like what Trinity said to Morpheus in the Matrix. You told me to stay off the interstate. You said it's suicide. Let's hope that I'm wrong. That's what it felt like every time I merged onto I-4. Sloth, you know what I'm talking about. Zatarius, if you're on there, you know what I'm talking about. They know. Or Scully, if you've ever been to Florida, you'll know too. Anybody that's been there. I-4 is a whole different monster. That thing is 60. Shit, I could walk on 65 butt naked with a damn blindfold on and feel safe. All right, like 65 is nothing in comparison. That's the reason why I drive so aggressive. Okay. I had no choice. I mean, shit, you have no choice. You either drive or you die. That's how I-4 is. Anybody that you see in Mad Max, Thunderdome, Mad Max 1 or 2, Fury Road, they all came from I-4. That's training. That's where you go. You drive on I-4, you can do all that shit. You know, and I'm even talking about the guy on the guitar swinging back and forth with the bullshit on him with the flamethrower, talking about that too. That's Florida man shit. You got people on someone's truck like that. Yet again, the 30-foot fucking truck with some asshole on it, doing that shit. Sweet Home Alabama and all that stuff, shooting flames out of it. Yeah, that's Florida. That's all Florida. Every bit of that. No joke. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. If you like the content that I create, go on ahead and hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. That would be great. We're almost at 170 people. That's a lot of people. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much. Let's zoom in here and get this horse. I know somebody may or may not be able to do anything with this horse, but Actually, I think I might just leave the horse's head up. I'm going to try to make it look like Vampire Hunter D's horse a little bit if I can.
My biggest pet peeve is to be on the road driving my own speed, most time speed limit, and someone comes up behind me and they can personally get over, but they want to harass my ass. They can make me go down the street fast. No, it's not gonna work.
Oh, you got the ass hat that likes to ride your tail, and it don't matter how fast you're going, they're still gonna ride your ass.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like those people either. Those people are menaces on the road.
But you know what I do? I purposely go slow. Those two things can happen.
Oh, yeah.
You hit my butt, go around, and most time go around, pointing the finger and cursing me. Like,
All right.
I'm gonna laugh at it.
So I'm going to tell you guys a little story if you want to hear it. Now I'm going to throw this up, and I need at least, and this doesn't count for you, Dimitri. Okay, I need at least three of you to say yes to this. If I get 3 yeses, then I'll tell the story. Who wants to know about the worst thing I've done on the road? Because I got tired of somebody in my neighborhood fucking with me, and I did something really bad one time. But I will tell you. But I need to know if you mad ones really want to know what madness I did. And it was rough, but I proved a point. Let's just say that. I'll give you a minute. If you guys are still up and bumping. Uh-oh. If you're going to ride my ass, at least buy me a coffee. Well, damn. Okay. I mean, he's got at least it ain't gonna be for free. I mean, that's I mean, good grief. Yes, so we got Sloth with the yes, wanting to know. Anybody else?
Come on, people.
Oh, even Demetria said, come on, people, because I know she wants to say yes.
I want to know.
She's like, I want to know. She said she wants to know.
I want to know. Tell it, sweet. Tell it.
Anybody else? Anyone else? We got one for yes. We got one on the yes.
I'm going to put yes.
You're gonna just go on and put yes in there?
Nobody else awake. Nobody asleep.
Well, I mean, I know Vosto. Vosto is one that has been up probably the latest, or it might be early where he's at. I'm not sure. You're gonna say yes? Mm-hmm. Okay. We got Demetria with the yes.
Come on, Duchess. Say yes.
Man, she's even calling for the Duchess to say yes.
Duchess. Say yes.
Man.
Ooh.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Don't even worry about it. Don't bother. Don't worry about it. I'll go on and tell it. Man, she's over here trying to get the way. I think she went and got the Duchess to say put yes in here. I'll wait for her to come back and I'll tell it. See, okay, that's funny. That's real funny, you two. Okay, all right. So, when I used to live in Florida, there was a 2-lane street on the way back home, okay, where I lived. And there used to be this guy in an old Trans Am, okay? It was an old Trans Am. I think it was a red Trans Am. Yeah, I remember that little asshole. Anyways, he liked to rev up on people. He had it a little souped up. I think he had maybe I forgot what he had on it, but it was loud. I know it was straight piped and it had some other stuff. But he liked to get up behind you, rev, and then like, and then take off around you. Like rev you up and stuff. And he would like to do that. And he would do this every time I was on the road. Every time. And at the time I'm driving a PT Cruiser, so I couldn't go that fast. The one day, it was before me and the Duchess met, and I was with somebody else that was a psychopath, and they were getting on my nerves. They were bugging me, they were getting on my nerves, they were talking shit in the car, and I was already having a bad time. And this asshole came up behind me. And I hit a point, And I will tell this to any of you mad ones, if you ever get to this point, believe me, I understand, where you just say, this is it, right here is where it happens. Right here is where it all stops. The shit stops here. And that's exactly where my mind went. Okay? My mind went there. I was at that moment. And this guy came up on me, and I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for my moment. Waiting for my moment. He's riding up on me, and I'm like, all right. He gets ready to shoot around me, and I lay on that damn gas as hard as I can. And we're doing 90 on this 2-lane street. Okay, we're doing 90. We hit 90. And around this curve, there's this big ass curve that we're coming up on. Around this curve, we hit this curve, and we come out of it. It's a straightaway. As soon as we come out, there's this minivan. Okay, there's a minivan coming towards him. He's honking the horn. I'm not looking. I'm just going, and I'm on the gas. The other girl that's in the car with me, she's screaming. The dude in the car is freaking out. The woman in the car with him is begging me to like, please move. I can see her mouth looking at me when I look over, and I looked at her and I said, fuck them both and fuck everybody in that car. And I just laid on the gas and I just kept going. I just didn't even care. I was going to kill everybody on that street that day. That's the worst thing I did. I didn't kill anybody. I hit the brakes and slid back. The guy shot around me. The minivan came past and slowed down and got off the road, and I went straight home. I saw him again, and he got behind me, and he got beside me, and I laid on the gas a little bit, and he never messed with me. From that point on, he never messed with me. And of course, the car was noticeable. I mean, it had a ding on the side. Not my fault, was a crazy person's. But the fact of the matter is that the guy stopped messing with me. I saw him at the gas station once, and he tried to get mad and was going to run over there and stuff, and I got out of the car, and then me and him had words, and he lost all that steam because I'm a pretty big guy, and I just wasn't about it that day. And yeah, but that was really bad. I felt bad about that because in hindsight, yeah, that could have been a whole bunch of people dead. I could have caused a problem. Yet again, what I was talking about. Things like that can happen. Am I proud of that? No. I don't ever look at that as, oh man, I was proud of that moment. That was a terrible moment. I found nothing pleasurable about that at all. But, see, I'm going to have to go and take a shower. I don't know if I'll be back in time. I understand. Hey, go have yourself a good shower. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. It's been fun having you here, Skull. If you do make it back, cool. If you don't, I understand. But yeah, I didn't take any pleasure in that, and I hated that. I've never done it again either. I won't ever let anybody get me that damn mad. But man, that guy pushed me. Oh my God, it just, whatever bit of tolerance I had in my body was gone. I didn't have it anymore, and I hated the fact that I got pushed to that. All right, bud, bye. Bye. I'll put my hand over here, waved at the screen. Bye. Yeah, that's exactly one of those cases of that did it, I'm through. And I mean, I didn't like the fact that I got pushed to that point. I didn't like that, and that's the thing. You gotta people on the road sometimes don't realize what they're doing. Just pay attention, guys. That's all I'm saying. Just everybody, just pay attention if you can. If you can. I mean, there might be something going on that you might not be able to pay attention, you know? And if that's the case, hey, I hate it for you, but, you know, you gotta try. Oh, look at Volse popping in here. Oh, it's not a horse meat man, sir. Look at this. It's it's an old robot cowboy. Or in this case, it's just a robot on the farm. But this is going to be the new coloring book, the Homestead Cowboy book. It's going to be called Wild Rusty West. It's a working title. I really feel bad for her. Someone tries to snatch that, and then like one of the mad ones find them. Yeah, there it is. I'm ready to rodeo. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be like robots with like a robot cowboy theme. You know, I'm even thinking about putting a big iron with a big iron. You know, like a big bulky big bulky bot with a big like a mech pistol, right? He has to use both hands to shoot. like he has to hold it and use 2 fingers to like pull the trigger, and it's like it'd be insane. Yeah, I have ideas. I have plans. Plans upon plans. It's gonna be great. There we are. But yeah, you know, I'm glad that we had a good talk today. You know, that's usually my thing whenever we come on here, or whenever I come on. I just, you know, I always hope that I have a good show and have a good talk. And I thought about this the other day because I was just thinking about it. Like, I wonder, do I ever really, like, and I know I make a lot of jokes and stuff, but, you know, I wondered, like, just, you know, do I bring anything good to people from the stream? Like, do I bring something good to people during, like, in their day or anything like that? And I kind of feel like I do. I feel like what the content that I make is beneficial to everyone, because we get to have real conversations and talk. And, you know, usually I'll get on a tangent and I'll go crazy, right? Because I'm the madman. Like, why wouldn't I? And, you know, I have a little bit of everything. It's almost like an art show and a podcast. You know, a little bit of everything. I guess if I had better film production, I could show the other person while we're talking, and I'm drawing, so it'd be like both of us, like one over here in the top part of the screen, like up here, and then you have me over here, right? And then it'll be both of us talking, and I'm drawing, and it'll be fun. You know, new stuff for the stream. Trying to do some stuff. I would love to be able to do like a joint stream with someone or something like that sometime, but I don't know what I can do in terms of being an art channel. You know, I mean, trying to collaborate with other people, but that's hard. You know, trying to collaborate with other people is kind of difficult. I really haven't done it much, but I don't think my biggest thing is, if I did with another artist, what would that be like? And if they're going to be like, well, what school did you go to? What credentials do you have? You know, I don't use that. I use Photoshop. What is this? You don't use multiple layers? You know, I don't want to deal with that. Because, you know, they do that. That's on such and such list. Don't you know? I don't need you telling me what the hell I need to know and not know. Okay? You know, like, I mean, everybody does things differently. Like, I just, you know, it's silly. But this is cool, though. What horse have you ever seen with tank treads? Out of my face. Shit. You know, it's very nice to know that you guys like me for being as mad as I am. And sometimes I feel like me being a little bit off is a hindrance, but then I realize, well, not really.
You're funny.
Am I funny?
Yes, you are funny. You're the mad kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm just a little insane. What's that hat made out of, Thatch? I've been playing a damn survival crafter, and that's all everything's made out of. Thatch? What'd you make? Yeah, hat's made out of thatch.
What kind of hat? I mean, grass and mud and...
It's like grass and straw.
Thatch, right.
Thatch, yeah.
I thought it was called organic stuff. This guy went to Africa, and you know they have those thatch roofs.
Uh-huh.
He said it was all kind of bugs and stuff in there.
I'm sure.
I think the scariest part would be, man, you sitting there and a snake come crawling out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Nobody would want that. Just sitting there and a snake crawl through your stuff. No, forget that. I'm not going to stay long for that. Oh man,
It wouldn't be.
wow, we got up to almost 9:30. Actually, past 9:30, and we had about 7-8 people strong. You know what, guys? I have to say, we are kicking so much ass on this channel, it ain't even funny. Also, another thing that's cool, I'm going to be trying to redo this room. And I got a sign that says Art with Mad Mel, and that sucker's going up here. But it's going to be right, I'm thinking about moving this wall. Okay? And this is what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about moving that wall somewhere else. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe over here, where that, over in this side of the room. Behind that door, you can't see, but I'm thinking about moving it there and maybe moving this drawing rack over here, right, for my paintings. And then if I have that there, then I can put the Art with Mad Mel up there, right? And then once I put the Art with Mad Mel up there, then right underneath it is going to be where that platinum plaque is coming from YouTube, because those assholes are going to get off of their rump and give me what I deserve. Because why? Because we're going to kick so much ass, YouTube's going to go blind. That's what's going to happen. If I don't get crazy and burn down the whole Yes facility for the criminally insane. But if I don't burn it down, we're going to be kicking so much ass, they're going to go blind. And deaf. As a matter of fact, they're going to have to just start all over. Hopefully not start all over, because that would suck. But you guys will find me. I'll make sure of it.
Then you'll be locked up in the institution.
Being locked up in the institution ain't really all that bad. You know, you get to have
Pudding.
yeah, you get pudding.
You get lots of pudding. I don't know why. Sit down and eat your pudding.
Yep, sit down and eat your pudding, and then they tase you, and they give you the chair.
I think they drug pudding.
They always drug. We don't drug the pudding in this facility. We give them adequate doses of electricity. What?
Ow.
There's nothing wrong with having an adequate dose of electricity. You have the right amount for your prescription. We make sure that we weigh out.
Right amount. So how long is that?
Yeah, huh? What are you talking
Light
about?
somebody up.
Well, I mean, you know, we give you the right amount for your prescription till you get right. And then I'll show you images until you're like, oh man, that doesn't scare me anymore. When you say, I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing at all, doctor. Then I'll say, hey, you know what? Your treatment has been completed.
One of your brain is trying to scramble eggs.
Whose brain?
Anybody you light up?
Oh, they're fine. You know, they're perfectly fine. Ain't nobody's brain gonna light up and be a mess. I don't think we've had anybody been a statistic yet.
Yet.
Yeah, there's always that. There's always room for a possibility, but we haven't had anybody yet become a statistic, and that's great. We've had a high success rate so far. Look at this cover, boy.
Why do you have to zap them at
Huh?
home? Why do you guys zap them?
Well, you saw that guy that usually sits in my jacket, right, or in my shirt. Yeah, the man. Well, the man, he says that that's part of the program. See, the man, he's the one that comes up with the actual like treatment plans, like the lobotomies and like the electricity. Well, you talk to him about that. Like we have an understanding, okay? I do the art, and he comes up with the care plan he calls them the. No, we don't execute. I mean, he had some of the orderlies one time take a man out back, but that was a different situation. That man was full of what he called no energy, and I don't know, he took him back there and he said he had to get him right. And then he came back in and the guy was missing a chunk of his head, but he was okay. Not my doing. You know, he had one of the masked guys that you saw earlier, one of the guys with the smiley face mask, and he had him and one of the orderlies take the guy outside, and you know, he said, "Don't worry about it," and he just He had the man pick him up and put him in his pocket. And I know what you guys might be thinking, Mel, that sounds crazy, but listen, I don't have any control over this facility. I'm just the artist here. The man is the one that runs everything. Huh? Oh yeah, this robot's bad as I don't know what. I told you guys I was gonna put that vest on him. You know, and it's like, well, why did you do that? Why did you put all that? Well, see, I have this method of like, I will draw exactly what I need drawn, and then I'll erase it. Because the fact that digitally I can do it without any problem. No problem whatsoever. And, there it is. Look at that handkerchief, just like Papa used to have in his shirt. Remember?
I was being one, Papa was, he was, Papa was.
Maybe. Yeah. Huh. That's fun. Alright, Mad Ones. Look at this. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Shit. Look at that. Boy, ain't that something. That hat's something, ain't it? What's that in his mouth? A dipstick. Because he's a robot. So I'm gonna put that dipstick over here coming up. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a play on the machine, machinery and all that kind of stuff. I like to put those little play on things sometimes.
I like how his foot is cocked up.
Around the pole? Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you. If I can get this away real quick. This will be really nice here in just a second. Am I going to color it? Once I save the line work, because I want to let everybody else have an opportunity to color it. But yeah, I'm going to color it. If we have time, that is. We got 10 minutes. I can try to do a little color. I think maybe I might be losing some people, but it's okay. We're almost at that 10 o'clock mark. So if we don't get to paint it or color it today, I'll do a time lapse tomorrow because I have some time. So I'll show you guys what it looks like here, and then I'll spruce it up, and then I'll show you guys the end result. I'll make a little short since you guys like my shorts. There we are. Now I gotta find that clothing brush to give that some wrinkle. Actually, no, not even that. I got it right here. I mean, it can feel like that. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take long for a year to go by. If you really think about it. I mean, what is it? A couple of weeks and then what is, you got a few weeks and then it turns into a different month, a few weeks and then a different month, a few weeks and then a different month. you know. So I mean, it doesn't take much for a year to go by. You got 4 weeks per month, and then boom, you're into another month. You know, weekend. And if you think about it, everybody's trying to do shit on a weekend. So when a weekend comes up, you don't really get to spend your weekend. What's going on? What's the first thing you do? Oh man, I got all this shit I got to do on the weekend. Okay, well that's cool. You do it. You know, do this weekend. Then you hit the week, and then you do the next weekend. You hit the next week. You hit another weekend. You hit another week. You hit another weekend. Boom, there's the end of the month. You see what I'm saying? You do it just like that. And then before long, you're like, oh my goodness, what happened? Where did everything go? Where did all the time go? You know? And then it becomes one of those things like you gotta, you know, then you hear people, oh, well, and I say this all the time, you gotta take time, you know, you have to take time to have time. But then people are like, well, shit, I can't do that, da-da-da. You know, and it's like, yeah, it's very difficult. Not saying that it's not, you know, but that's unfortunately the world we live in. It's just, you know, we grind until we're dead, you know, or like I like to say, you die at your station, you know. You know, you don't get to go home. They want you to die in that chair, you know. But whatever. Yeah, I mean they do. Sadly, nobody wants to be that person. Hopefully, none of the mad ones end up in that shape. I hope you get to go home. You know, nobody wants to just croak at work. That sucks. I don't want to do that with the hat. I don't want to do 2 layers of shading on it. But I didn't even finish the first. Well, guys, Demetra won't physically be here on Thursday. She's going home tomorrow. And, but I'm glad that she was able to be here, though. I have to say, you did?
Had a great time.
Did you have a great time?
With the Mad Millers.
Ah, yep. And the government keeps pushing the retirement age back further and further. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. You know? Everybody keeps getting pushed further and further back. And, yeah, it's just sad.
After a while, you have to be 100 to retire.
No, it'll just basically be you work until you die. Yeah. That's really what they're going to do. They're going to work people to death. And then they're going to wonder why isn't the class of workers, why do they keep dying? And then they'll get robots, and then that'll be how they'll be able to work. Well, you know.
They're already doing that with the senators. They're watching them. A lot of people in there older than 30 that need to go home. Yes, I said it, and I meant what I said. They're too old to matter anymore. They need to go home.
Yeah. That's a... So here's the thing with senators and all of that. People in power. I will say this for conversation's sake, right? It would be beneficial to have people of an age group that understands the world that they live in. I think it would be beneficial. I think it's very conducive to have these people in positions of power. If you have people who don't even understand what position they're supposed to be on, how do you expect any form of change if they can't even understand what the hell is even happening? Most of them even pass laws and stuff that put things further back than they should be. Some of these people, the last main law that they even remember even doing was something involving with Jim Crow. Okay? So, we got these people running around still. But then it's like, well, you got to vote these people out. Does voting really work? Oh boy, Mel's talking dangerous shit now. I mean, I feel like sometimes it would be nice if it did. But to say that casting or placing your vote is going to be helpful. I mean, yeah, it would be nice if there was somebody doing something. Oh, Mel. But you're talking dangerous now, Mel. You're gonna have them watch.
What we all thinking.
You're gonna have somebody watching you. Am
I'm thinking it.
Am
you're
I?
Saying it. You're just repeating what
All I'm doing is just saying the echo chamber shit out loud. Because I'm just an artist. What do I know? I use lies to tell the truth. I manipulate what is given to me to show what's really there. So who am I to say that what we do and how these people tell us to do things and that they want us to work a certain amount of time until we get to a certain age so they can just get rid of us. If you don't work anymore and you can't work, they put you away.
When they take Social Security away.
Well, I mean, that's basically what they're going to do when they take that away. So when they take it away, everybody's going to work to die. You're not going to work to live. There will be no...
I beat them. I'm dead already.
See?
I'm already dead.
We all end up floating face down in their system.
Well, I think they're going to use the older people for Soylent Green. That's probably and the handicapped people there.
Possibly. Oh, look at me. Look at that. My potions were too strong. I froze up again. Oh, boy. Ain't that something?
Yeah, you okay. You okay. I don't know what's going on with that.
That's too funny, though.
What's on the over 10?
Yeah, I can cut short. Yeah, normally I cut off at like 10:30, but man, this camera. Yeah, I hope somebody got a screenshot of that. That's silly looking. Look at that. I'm over here contemplating in my cup.
You're disgusted.
I look like I'm disgusted.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you could catch a moment in time, I mean, that would be considered. Yeah, I don't like what they've done to people in this planet, but you know. Let's see if I can get this to come back up. If it's going to act properly. Stupid camera. I have destroyed my technology tonight. Everything I've used tonight has turned to be crazy. That's okay. That is okay. Hey, it's okay though. All of us will be trying to fight that system, you know. All I say is just give them hell. If you gotta play their dumbass game, then be dumb. Be dumb at their game. Just. There we go. Look at that case. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, man. Well, I figured out how that works, so I can't. It's pressure controlled. Oh boy. So no heavy-handedness here. And I don't watch out for that. That's why I don't tattoo people. I'm so heavy-handed I would tattoo your muscle. You would never get away from that. They could pull your skin off and they'd be like, man, this man's muscles tattooed. What's going on here? That's crazy. How'd that happen? Oh, that's a Mad Mel tattoo, boy. He got all the way in there. He got deep into the subdermal flesh. Got down to that first layer of meat before you actually hit the muscle. Yeah, he was showing it all. You know? Bam, look at that. That looks nice, right? It was like a normal container. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. There we go. Nope, that ain't gonna work either. Where's that big huge refrigerator, that big huge cord? There we go. What is that? There we go. Hey. I know. That person said that they know too. Well, what do you know? What? What did he say? No, you don't. You don't know. Who you saying you know? You don't know. You don't know anything. There we are. Bang. There we go. There it is. Alright. Let's back it up. Let's take a look. It's in a book. Damn. What you know about that, boys? What you know about that, girls? What you know about that? There we are. We got that. Right? And then what do we do back here? We do what we normally do. Yeah, I got that little sun in the back, right? I'm looking for a rock brush. That's supposed to be stone, right? So once I find my stone brush, then we'll hit that background just a little bit with some of that rock, and then we will probably boogie on out for tonight. There we go. I haven't found any interesting music in a minute. I might do that tomorrow. But if you guys haven't been to the store, or if you have been to the store, tomorrow I am going to be releasing some more books. Going to be releasing some more coloring books. So I'm cutting those loose tomorrow, so you guys will be able to get those. I think I might have Nightmare Fuel up. I already have Ninjas up, and I think I will also have a couple of others I'll be working on. But yeah, I'm gonna put this up. Let me throw this in here real quick. Share. Oh, let me see what the poll's saying. Oh wow. So, poll says 83% of the group would like to do the 3 for $46 after tax and free shipping. And a few of you, 17% out of 100, said that they would be fine with buying one book at $26. That's awesome, though. So you guys have bought 3 books. Well, don't worry. I'll have enough books up there to make it worth your while. I have everything up there. I got pin-ups. I got everything you've seen me draw is turned into a book, so you know it'll be fine. We'll have some awesome stuff up, so definitely you guys will like that. I'm throwing another thing up here real quick. Let's see. There we go. Okay, there. Now, I just posted. It says, "Hey man, one's giving me some topics to put on the spin to win. Just need 12, right? Just need 12. Let's see where we're going. Let's see what we're going to add. That's it. Duh. Anyways, we're done with this for tonight. Let's see, we're going to save this and we're going to call this one Wild Call this one the Wild Rusted West. That's going to be the cover. So this will be the cover. Yeah, I think it came out quite well. Still got a little touching up to do, but hey, that's going to be okay. So since we got this saved already, let's go on ahead and let's jump back over here for a minute since we got a little bit of time. Oh man, what a show tonight. I hope you guys had a good time. I've had a great time, or at least I feel like I had a great time. I don't know if you guys did or not, but I hope you did. Hope you all have fun. We talked about a lot tonight. Yeah, we had a pretty live crowd going. Yeah, a really live crowd going. I'm quite impressed with that. So yeah, I hope you guys like the new piece that I was working on. Yeah, the whole robots and cowboys, that's something new. I haven't done that before, so I figured why not, right? Why not? Why not? Let's see, what did you say here? Remember sitting in a hot tub, basically taking a bath with friends. Remember sitting in a hot tub is basically, I like how you said that. Remember, I had to read that 2 times. That's basically it. It's sitting in a hot bath with friends. Did you also know that if you have an organ transplant, you can't sit in hot tubs? And here's the reason why. Because it can cause your internal temperature to raise to a point that it can damage the organ. Now you know. Or at least I can't, because I had a kidney transplant, so I can't sit in that. Tough, sucks, I know, right? It's kind of a pain, but hey, it keeps me alive. So the haters have to just bite it because, you know, I'm still kicking. So what can you do? But yeah, this is going to be great. I can't wait till I can get a little bit of a change in here. It'll be nice. Maybe have a little bit more room. I know, especially with painting and being able to have my equipment, it would be nice to have it there because it'll make everything easier to work and function. Only thing that's going to suck is probably, well, no, it wouldn't suck. Maybe measuring wise it might. If nothing else, I will just turn this wall to the photo wall because I have to have a basic wall for me to make new prints. Because you guys would love to have prints of the paintings, correct? Would you not like to have a print of the painting? Like, I mean, granted, someone might want to spend $300 and buy this painting, or you could get a printed one for, like, I don't know, $70, you know, depending on what I'm asking for the original. Because let's face it, this painting, that whole sunset in the sky and the sunset and even the horizon glows in black light. So I mean, it's beautiful. I may not get rid of it. You may have to pay a lot of money for that. But anyways, thank you all very much for being here tonight. I want to go on ahead and get out of here. I'm a little tired. I think I want to finish eating, and I'm going to get my orderlies in order, and I think we're going to shut down the facility for tonight. So I hope you mad ones had a good night. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't. If you like the content that I create, then join us. Be a part of the Mad Initiative. Be one of the Mad Ones. Become part of this. Or if you like to just stalk around and watch in the shadows, you can do that too. Either way, it's still getting views, and I still like you guys being here. Just like talking to you. But you know, hey, we're a very strong group, and maybe it might be for the best. Some people may not be mad enough, but I think everybody's mad enough, right? But anyways, you guys be good, stay mad. I will see you Thursday. Alright? So, you know what time it is, and you know what we're going to say. See you later. Oh, Skull, you came back right when we got ready to cut off. Oh. It's alright, Skull. I'll see you later. Take it easy, guys.